Okay, did you know that there is a tool out there where you can make one post and it'll be multiplied to all platforms that maybe you're not even consuming on? Nor are you producing on because who has that much time, let's be honest, to individually upload to all the platforms. But there's a tool that is a post multiplier that has artificial intelligence and machine learning to read your post type and to make sure that it goes out when there's the most amount of eyeballs. So I am going to share my screen as I'm super excited to share this with everybody. And from a content creator myself, one of my biggest frustrations is that I couldn't find a scheduling tool that connected to all the platforms. It was almost like I had to piecemeal it all together. So I had to have all these different logins. And I'm excited to announce that we finally have our own tool that doesn't just have to be for originators. It could be a tool that you recommend and I really hope you do recommend to your real estate agents, to divorce attorneys, shoot, even your financial advisors. It's really any industry, maybe even your CMO could benefit from this single tool because some of the other tools, the other thing I didn't like is in the really teeny tiny print, it would say that it charged you per post, per platform each month. So I thought I was only being charged one blanket fee every month, and that wasn't the case. So if you are looking for that easy button solution of how you can drag and drop one post to get multiplied on all platforms when it's supposed to go out and you can pre-schedule it, then this is your solution. So I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to give you some behind the curtain demo of what this tool can do. But as always, if you want to learn a little bit more, then make sure you schedule time with us or just email marketing at plugandplaysm.com and we will make sure to give you a little bit further of a demo. All right, so right now I'm in my dashboard, and this is typically where we tell people to start. If you click link your accounts, this is where you will add new. You can add any of these. So you could have, again, your Facebook business page, and you could have multiple pages. Like maybe you run different neighborhood pages and you want to pre schedule out that content. You can do so. You can add your Instagram account. You do need to make sure that your Instagram account is a professional account, and it does have to be the business type, not the creator account, in order for it to schedule. And that's an Instagram API thing. So the best policy, and I have demos and little tutorials of how to do this, but you'll want to make sure your Instagram is connected to your Facebook account and that it is a business professional account. You can also have Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, Pinterest. Pinterest, you do need to make sure you have a board created because otherwise you will create a post or a pin and it will have nowhere to go. So you do have to make sure there's a board. Google Business Profile, and TikTok. If you wanted to have other push notifications, maybe something that would be sent to an assistant to then make sure it's shared to different stories, then you could do so here as well. And guys, same rules apply. There's certain, caption limitations that come with Twitter or, Google Business Profile. You currently can't upload any videos that are longer than 30 seconds. So it will notify you if you have a failed piece of content that didn't go out, and usually when it fails, it's because of one of those errors. Either you don't have your account linked correctly or you've violated their limitations per platform. But let's get into the fun stuff and let me show you how you can create a single piece of content that's then multiplied. So I'm going to go to content library and I'm just going to first create a graphic. Like, let's say I just want to add one image. I'm not going to do a video just for time's sake. And maybe I title this. The only time that the title actually shows is on YouTube, for the title of your video or Pinterest. Otherwise, like you guys know, you don't usually see a title on a post for Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. So I'm just going to put on here demo. That way I know to delete. I'll put delete. So this is where if you want to add images where it's just a single graphic, or maybe you have a carousel post, this is when you would want to click add images. And then obviously for video, regardless if it's a short form video like meant for Instagram, Reels or TikToks, or even YouTube where it's longer, if it's a video file, you're going to have to choose upload video. And then if it's an image, then you would go here. So for just time purposes, I'm just going to click the first image that comes up. I'm not actually going to publish this. I'll make sure it goes out for tomorrow and I'll just delete it. But I add my image. And then if I want to go to captions, see, I'm just going to grab a caption that I have somewhere. Just okay, so here's how my caption looks. If I wanted to add emojis, I could add emojis here. I've already got them. If I wanted to, which some of you have asked this before, what if I want to make the caption a little bit different per platform? I got you right here. So you click this, and now I can toggle between all the different platforms. Like maybe LinkedIn, I want to make it sound a little bit more B2B friendly. Or maybe because of Twitter, because there's the caption limitation, I want to delete some of the characters so that I stay within its limitation. So you can see this is red, meaning it will not post on Twitter if I violate their character limit. I'm not worried about it for this example, but then let's say I now figured out what I want for my caption and I want to add hashtags. Have you ever found how annoying it is to constantly rewrite hashtags? Well, with this tool, you can create different groups so that with one click of a button, I can now, I'm just going to clean that up just a little bit. I can now choose, like maybe I want content, maybe I want to have plug and play, and look at all of these that are added. So for you, if you click add manage hashtags, maybe you want to create a new hashtag set that's for home buying. So you have hashtag home buying 101, home buying process, home search, home loan. You could have maybe it's home selling, maybe it's credit repair, maybe it's financial literacy, you name it. You could make it where it's super easy, click of a button, and boom, you have your hashtags right there. So then I'm going to click add captions, and this shows me what it looks like. And I'm going to click next step. If you want to add categories, you can. This is kind of a, next level. I personally do this because I'm always looking at a content strategy view of making sure we're hitting every kind of spigot on the wheel. So let's just choose tips and tactics since that's what I think this post was. Again, it's going to be deleted, but you can add categories here where maybe you have TCA strategy post or more loan program type updates or testimonials. And eventually, what you could do is you could create certain schedules where the tool will automatically pull from different categories and auto post on your behalf if you wanted to. But again, that's kind of like ninja level that we'll save for a different time. One thing I do want to add is best practice is to always include add location. So if you have yourself set up as a location, I don't because I'm nationwide, but this is very important for hyper local trends and data. So you will want to make sure that you add location when you can, and also tagging users. If you are creating content where maybe you're doing your weekly show and you're interviewing people every Wednesday, you want to make sure you tag them. Now, as of now, Instagram will not allow third-party scheduling tools to create the collaborators where it's invite collaborator, where it goes on both feeds, but that's okay. You can still click add user, which is a huge time save. Because again, remember, the whole goal of this is to one time the act of making one post that then is multiplied on all channels, because chances are it's hard enough to make one post as it is yourself, let alone making it on all platforms. And you'd be surprised. Even my sister got a lead the other day from Twitter, and she was like, I'm never on Twitter. And I just got a lead. And it was all because of the scheduling tool. So that's just kind of best practices. I wanted to point that out. Okay, I'm going to go back and I'm going to click next step. Now it says publishing. So this is where I can choose and I can click which platforms do I want this piece of content to go on. Now, when I do it all together, see how I have all platforms clicked? If I make this all together and I just drag and drop it on the calendar, then what the machine learning and artificial intelligence is going to do is it's going to read when is my audience most active as an average for all platforms. And then it will auto post on your behalf. If I wanted to individually, like maybe I wanted to, like I'm really targeting Instagram and maybe Facebook and YouTube, which, guys, just so you know, you won't always have YouTube checked because you can't post graphics on YouTube. So and if you're posting a video, then maybe you don't want it and it's longer than 30 seconds, let's say, and you don't want it in some of your, private Facebook groups, then you just uncheck or check. But if you wanted to target a certain platform and make sure that you're only having that audience that's most active, that the post goes out at that time, then you individually select from here. But again, for time purposes, I'm just going to hit save content and have all of these selected. So again, here's my piece of content that I just created in my content library. Now I want to make sure that it's scheduled, and I could click post now and it would automatically go out right now. That's not what I want to do. I want to make sure that I'm creating content maybe for the entire week or the entire month. Or maybe I'm going on vacation and I don't want my clients to know that I'm out of office, and I still want posts to go out without anyone knowing that I'm not there. These are all valid options. So then I'm going to go to calendar. And from here, what I would do is just click on the piece of content that I just created, which always shows on the right. And I would just drag it to the day that I want it. And boom, it's going to go out on all platforms. And this tells me when is my audience most active for this day. You can see it kind of changes here and there. Now, anytime it's red, that means there was a post failure. And usually that's because like this was a video and it's not going to be able to go out on certain platforms either because maybe it was the length, maybe it was because the caption was too long. Again, it will tell me why. But that's all you do, guys. You literally create that one post that you were already doing, you drag and drop, and now it's going to go out on all 10 accounts. So I can see just by scrolling up and down, hovering over, it'll tell me all the accounts that it's going to go on. And because I did it all together, it's going to go all at the same time. But that's as easy. I mean, I could edit the post from here if I need to. If I want to delete it, I can. If I want to manage the content, it's really that simple. So if you are interested in this, all you have to do is go to my website and you can go to solutions and just click scheduling tool. You'll see it's only $99 a month. You will go ahead and sign up and we'll help onboard you to the tool. If you want to learn a little bit more and do a demo call, you can also schedule a demo call. We can show you things like how it has recommendations where I can put in different keywords and it's going to tell me, I have this selected on Instagram. So it's going to tell me based off the top influencers and based off the words that I put in, which pieces of content are going to show. So that's just one way to stay in the know. If I wanted to just click news, again, here's some of the news hacking articles that I could tap into if I want. And then, oh my gosh, I didn't even mention the analytics and the reporting that this thing has. So if you wanted to respond to all of your direct messages all at once from one platform, which is on a desktop, so there is not a mobile app for this, but if you wanted to be able to respond and just manage it, you could all from here. Maybe you want an assistant to do that. If you wanted to look at where you have been mentioned or even social listening on Twitter, you could do that just by adding different terms so that you can have social listening and create better content based off what people are, asking about. It's all part of it. So, okay, the other thing that it has is if you go to your analytics, maybe you just want to look at the historical data, you can choose any kind of date range that you want. And this shows, and guys, this is all organic for me. So it tells me how many follower change. So I've had 663 new followers. I've had 32 lost followers, which is okay. That's going to happen. Sometimes that's just people who get off different platforms, or I've had clients who have blocked people before, and it now gives you the option to block people in any other like handles that they may own. When you do that, it's going to show as lost followers. But guys, look at this. In the last 60 days, 46,000 impressions out of 318 posts. Like, how else could you, like, even just making 46,000 phone calls? Can you imagine how long that would take you? So, in 318 posts that I did within 60 days, all because of this tool, because of this post multiplier, I've gotten 46,000 impressions. That's kind of crazy when you think about it. Then, if I wanted to see like which post were trending, like which were my top posts, I could see that here. I always like to see, how many shares did I have? Because that's kind of the secret sauce, which I've just now turned this one on. So this is probably not a realistic figure, but look at this, 147 clicks to my website. That's gold, you guys, gold. Let's see. Let's just look at some of the insights here. So remember when I told you about the different post types? This is an image post with a long caption asking a question. This is an image post with a long caption. This is an image post with long caption containing hashtags. And it tells me when my most optimal times are for making posts. I mean, guys, this tool is insane. Right now, it's only $99 a month. I'm really considering, oh, and that's just me having Twitter selected. I didn't even have, I'm not I don't engage much on Twitter. I really should, but we only have so much time in the day. So I just let the tool do it. And look at the types of impressions and reach I'm getting. It's insane. So that is the scheduling tool. Okay, so that is our scheduling tool in a nutshell. Again, I would love for you to refer this to any partners that you work with that you're trying to help their business grow, because the more people that we can get on this tool and really grow their brand awareness, the better. And so this is where you will find it. If you go to our website, which is plugandplaysm.com, you can also find us with the link in the bio on any social platform that we're on, but you just click solutions. You will click social media scheduling tool. You will fill out your information. This is a reoccurring charge every month. So when you sign up, make sure you save your login details to our website. This is where all invoices are stored. This is also where you will go in and either, upgrade, downgrade, or cancel, because we don't do contracts. I don't believe in contracts. If for some reason we're not exceeding expectations, then I want you to be able to exit whenever you want. So it's really that simple. And again, you can just send this link out to anyone that you know that could benefit. So again, if you have questions or you would like to get started, then click the link or send us an email. You can contact us at marketing@plugandplaysm. Y'all take care.